Hello, welcome again to my channel. It's always good to have you on this channel. Today I'll be drafting a pattern for skirt, a straight skirt. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, remember to subscribe, like, and share my videos. And it's beautiful to see you here. If you're a returning subscriber, oh, you are the best. Thank you for coming back. So the first thing I'm doing is from the top of my paper, I came down by 1 inch. That will serve as my waistline. Okay, that's the starting point. From there, I'm marking my hip line, which is 8 inches. So I went ahead to mark my waist to my hip is 8 inches. Then my knee line is 20 inches. That's from my waist to my knee is 20 inches. Then the length of the skirt I'm making is 23 inches. But I'll be marking 24 inches because of my 1 inch for hemming allowance. Hope we understand this. So after this, I'll just repeat this measurement at the other side of my paper so it will guide me when ruling out a straight line. What I'll do next is rule out a line across all these my vertical points which I have measured. Okay, my vertical measurement. So I'm rolling through my knee line, then I'm going to rule through the length of the skirt I'm making, then I'm going to then rule through my hem allowance. After doing this, I'll just label all my points. So the first one is my waistline. That's what you see me do there. I'll extend the line here and just label it as my hip line. Then I'll extend the line at my knee area as well, label it as my knee line. Then I'll extend the line here as well, label it as the length of the skirt I'm making, length. Finally, the hemline. So having done this, I'll be inputting my body measurement. That's the circumference of my body, my round body measurement divided by 4. So my waist is 28 divided by 4 is 7 inches. I'll go ahead and mark 7 inches there. I'm going to be adding 1 inch for that and 1 inch for sewing allowance. So totally what I marked at the waist area is 9 inches. My hip is 38 divided by 4 is 9.5 inches. I'm adding 1 inch for sewing allowance to it. So I'm going to be marking 10.5 inch at the hip area. Hope we understand this, okay? Then for my knee area, I'm going to be marking I'm subtracting 1 inch from whatever I have at my hip area. So 1 inch is minus 10.5 at the hip. I'm going to just mark 9.5 there at my knee area. So I went ahead to mark 9.5 there. Then at the length as well, whatever is at my knee will be at the length. So I marked 9 inches there as well. The hem allowance to whatever is at my knee is going to be at the length and the hem. So next thing, I'll just connect all my points with my ruler. That's basically what you're seeing me do there, connecting my points with my ruler. This is easy, okay? Just look closely at what I'm doing and follow suit. It's very, very easy, okay? This is just like you're having fun while you're doing it. Okay, so here I'm just trying to trace my line very well so that it will be more visible. The next thing I'll do is input my dart. For me, the dart I'm working with is 3.5 inch. So I went ahead to mark 3.5 inch there. Then I'm taking half inch dart on both sides. The length of my dart is 4.5 inch. You can work with 6 inches, you can work with 5 inches. Depends on how long you want your dart to be. So what I did there, I'm just making that shape for our dart, like I'm drawing a triangle, okay? So afterwards, I'm basically going to just cut this out. Oh, I didn't extend the line, so I extended it to the hem area and I'm cutting it out. We are done with the front piece. Easy, isn't it? So let's just use the remaining paper we have here to draft out the back piece. You know, we don't want to waste our paper, okay? So what I'll do is place the front piece on this new paper here. Then I'm going to just cut out at the side because the measurement at the side will be the same thing with that of the back, okay? So I'm basically cutting it out to give me that shape I have there at the side, that hip shape, okay? So after doing that, or you can just repeat all the measurements we just did on a fresh paper, okay? The only thing is you have to add your zipper allowance to the back because my zip is going to be at the back. So what I'm doing here is I'm extending all my lines to this new paper which I introduced. So that is what I'm doing now. I'm extending all the lines there. So after extending, I'm going to just trim every excesses to make sure the two paper are aligned, they are the same length. So now I'm going to be inputting 2 inches for my zipper allowance. So I'm marking 2 inches on all the points. That is where my zip is going to be sitting. Okay, so I'll just rule out a line all the way down. Afterwards, I'll just cut this out. So I'm cutting out the down part so that it stops exactly at where I have my hem line. Hope we get it. Now I'm just going to cut through that zipper area, that 2 inches which I marked, so as to get rid of all excesses, okay? So afterwards, I'm just going to label this as my front piece, the front pattern. And next thing, I'll extend all the lines that I ruled, that I extended to the back pattern. I'll extend it properly so that I can label it so we won't be confused, okay? So now I'm just going to label it as my waistline, then my hip line, then my knee line, then the length of the skirt I'm making, and the hemline. Afterwards, I'm going to measure that 2 inches for zipper allowance as well. So I'm going to mark it all the way across all my lines, all my vertical measurement. I'll just input the zipper allowance just like I did initially. This, I just want to do it so that the line will be there to indicate that this is the zipper allowance. So I'll rule out, connect all the points with my ruler, and I'll label it as my zipper allowance. So here is it. That's the front, that's the back. The difference is just the zipper allowance added to the back. So I'll label this as my back piece, and I'm going to input my dart just like I did. I'm measuring my 3.5 inch dart from after the 2 inches for my zipper allowance, and the length is 4.5. Just basically the same that I took for the front is what I'm taking for the back. So it's the same thing, okay? And easy. This is just a 1, 2, 3 easy to do pattern drafting. So we are done making it. Please try this. Give this video a thumbs up. Remember to like, share my video. I'll be using this to make a skirt. These fabrics right here is the fabric I'll be using to make a skirt. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.